is still an organization. An organization cannot do what only a government can do. Let me also see if I can break it down again. Like in a village, there is a village council, and that village council is the legitimate governance structure with the authority to make decisions, even allocation resources, and represent the village in negotiation with outside authorities. And there is also a community association. Aha. I think that one is also joining, which is a group of, concerned citizens who meet regularly and they discuss some petty issues and advocate for change. So both care about the village, both have members who are committed. But when a government official from the state comes to negotiate, for example, a land agreement, which is very common thing in the village, they do not negotiate with the community association. They negotiate with the village council, because only the village council has the authority to bind the village to an agreement. So Brigi is that village council here. I don't know if this one is making sense. The Saboteur Group is a community association that has been using the village council name without permission. That is why it is an oversize for them. They can't fit in. So it is oversized for them. You see, the gang is too big because the name is bigger than them. Now let's look at the freedom fighting before we look at what really happened then. Because this is the one that confused people the most. Because when Biafra hear the phrase freedom fighting, many of them picture a man with a gun in a forest or a protest in the street. No, that is not what freedom fighting is all about. They think freedom fighting is loud and visible, or let me even say confrontational. And they think that if something is not loud and visible and confrontational, it is not a real freedom fighting. That is the reason why you see some people say they are not even donating money to NKERE because nobody loves you. You think that we should come to social media and say, I give 20,000 a Gemma, I give 10,000 a Gemma. Oh, that will make you to say, oh, these people are donating. No, we are not here for show. So it is not about making noise. That is wrong. And that is a misunderstanding that they are all spreading out there, which is more dangerous. It is a very dangerous tool that saboteurs are using now to discredit the real work that is going on. We are not here to make noise. I don't know if you are still hearing me.
Right.
Yes, we're hearing you.
Okay, thank you, ma, because I could not see him very well. So we are going to look at some successful independence movement in modern history that achieve its goal, because every single one of them had to eventually move beyond protest into the structure. Let's start with India. Very few because of time. So let's start with India to see how successful freedom movement is actually won. Gandhi movement combined street protests, civil disobedience, and and critically, a structured Indian National Congress that conducted diplomatic negotiation with Britain, which they used them to draft constitutional framework and presented itself as a credible governing alternative. The protests created pressure, but the structure delivered the outcome. Now, do we have structure? The answer is yes. How about South Africa in 1914? We've been talking about the ANC party. ANC fought appetite for decades, but the final victory came through negotiated constitutional talks. It came through international sanction campaign. That is the lobbying that we are talking about, which we have our lobbyists. And it also came with the structure presentation of the ANC as a credible government in waiting. Nelson Mandela on Robben Island was the symbol for all this. The lawyers, the lobbyists, the diplomats in Washington, D.C., London, and Brussels were the engine that they used. Are we going to look at South Sudan in 2011 with years of armed conflict? But the independence was achieved through a UN-supervised referendum. Diplomatic recognition came from the African Union and Western powers, and the structural work of the Sudan People Liberation. Are we also going to look at Kosovo in 2008? No long armed campaign at the final stage, Kosovo declared independence and was recognized by over 100 countries. Because what they had legal arguments at the International Court of Justice. They had diplomatic lobbying in Washington and Brussels as well, and a functioning government structure that could be presented to the world as capable of governing them. East Timor is one of them, 2002. 2 decades of struggling. 2 decades, that is 20 years. They won through a UN supervised referendum. But we Biafrans, we have conducted a referendum, the first in history, and others are learning from us. So the pattern is very, very clear. In every case that I've read, you see that the critical final stage was not fighting. It was structure. It was law. It was diplomacy. And the ability to walk into the rooms where recognition is granted and make a credible case, not by prayer and fasting. So every successful freedom movement in modern history eventually had to answer the same question from the international community. And the question is, can you actually govern? Are you structured enough? Are you legitimate enough? Are you organized enough? That if we eventually recognize you, you will be able to function as a government. Now, can Choma or Koma answer these questions? The answer is no. Can Ngozi Orabweze answer this question? The answer is no. Can POS, whatever, AVID, Igbo World Congress, all of them, can the 100 men that they are using to extort money from people, can they answer this question? The answer is no. Remember that all the groups that are coming out here, they were also there in 2023, during time for election as well. Making money. You will see very soon now, 100 men will go and have meeting with Tinubu. They were there. They cannot answer this question because they don't have the legality for it. So noise does not answer this question. Viral videos do not answer all these questions. A registered government in exile with a lobbying firm in Congress, with a legal counsel, which is with Awam and Dabiri, who negotiated 2.7 billion US dollars international settlement, and a team that has advised head of state, revolutionary leaders, can answer these questions. No other person. No other person can answer it. And freedom fighting also have faces. And the face that actually delivers freedom is the most boring face to watch. I am telling you. It is the face of legal documentation. It is the face of diplomatic lobbying, congressional testimony, international legal filing, building relationship with people who have the power to recognize your cause. That is the boring stage. Presenting your case in language that the international law would understand. And it is very, very critical because it requires continuity. It's not a kiss me quick and go. It requires continuity. You cannot be constantly reinventing yourself like some people are saying, hey, destroy it. A prime minister, Simon will come out and start another one. It doesn't work like that. It's not a Telegram group. You cannot be constantly splitting and reforming and rebranding. No. It is not possible. You cannot have multiple competing groups all claiming to represent the same people. Because when the international community sees this, they will say, which one do we talk to? So that is exactly what the Biafra Republic government is saying. Come back. Let us speak in one voice. So what the saboteur group uses is very deadly. What they're using is very, very deadly to confuse our people. And I'm going to show you. Okay, Onyonyo, wait, let me, my co-host is down. So they are using what I call title inflation to confuse the Biafra people. Title inflation. They give everyone a government sounding title. Minister of Foreign Affairs, Special Envoy, Ambassador, High Commissioner. What have we not heard? Last time I heard NKERE as the information minister. Say, did he write the application letter? Did he meet all the requirements that they advertise in their different groups? When did they even make him information minister? Information minister without information. You see? So they give all these big titles, and this title make the group sound like a government. And Biafrans do not know the difference between a government in exile and an organization. When they hear those titles, and they begin to assume that the group must be a serious one, because serious people have serious titles. Especially when that ugly one that calls herself Choma comes out, and they say, hey, look at Professor. People think that seeing her, that group is original group, that they should supposed to fund, not knowing that they are not. I pray that they will listen to this space and learn. Don't let the fake professors confuse you, because titles are free. They are not writing exam to get title. Anyone can print a business card that says Minister of Foreign Affairs. Didn't you see how Bryce Nokoma was panicking when he was even reading the letter he forced Joseph to slot his name when they became Syrians all over? Before we know what will happen, they became Syrians. And people, they will be looking at them and say, what are the black people doing here? When did they become Syrians? When did they care about Syrian Christians? Persecution. So it's very easy for him to print card, business card, and share to them. Very easy. So what costs money requires verified registration. It requires legal compliance. And you have to demonstrate your capacity behind that title, which they cannot. They cannot do this. This other group, government in exile, Tibetan government in exile, they had a minister of foreign affairs, which we also have a minister of foreign affairs, because we are a government in exile. And that minister can walk into the European Parliament building and he will be received, because they know that time that Tibetan had a government in exile. The Saboteur Gross Minister of Foreign Affairs sat next to Joseph in a Zoom call and was frightened when Joseph said, I don't know what to answer now. The only answer I have is prayer. His face changed. Okoma said, this is the final disgrace. And the second tactic that they use is noise substitution. When you cannot show result, you substitute noise for result, which is what they are doing on social media. They are crying. I am telling you, because they have seen failure written all over them. You see more press release. Wait, now a few days now you see another one. Maybe this time around they'll say Joe is crying, looking for people to follow them to the mountain, or looking for people to follow them to Vatican City to go and hand over the letter or prayer request to Cardinal Arinze. Wait and see now. You will be seeing them with more announcement, because they are fighting a loose fight. Wait and see. More drama is what we are going to see. And Biafrans who equate activity with progress are deceived into thinking that something is being done. But if you ask a very simple question about that noise, what door did it open? No answer. Which congressional office did it walk into? Nothing. Which legal brief file does it have? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Because they know. And the third tactic is legitimacy borrowing. Now me they give this title, legitimacy borrowing, because they are borrowing the name of Simon Ekpa. They are borrowing our name, not even borrowing. This one, they are stealing our name, Briggy. Claiming today they will say they are government in exile. Tomorrow they will say they are BCG. Tomorrow they will say they are NPC. Changing names here and there. So they are borrowing legitimacy from a structure to function. From our own structure, the Biafra Republic government in exile, to function. They don't have a structure, because they cannot build one. They don't have the legitimacy. They don't even have the authority to do it. And when Biafra see the familiar name and familiar letter-headed paper, they assume continuity, but nothing is happening there. So the key question to ask about any group claiming to represent Briki is this. Those of you that will listen to this space after. Where is the chain of authority? Ask Choma or Koma. Ask the periwinkle mouth. Ask that one. You know, my people, I was asking Mama in her program, do you know Udara? All of us here, we eat Udara. Udara is the general name. All these people have mark like Mudara. When Udara fall from the tree and land on the floor, what happens? The mouth scatter. All of them, their mouth are like that. Anything that, they spew rubbish from their mouth because their mouth are already torn. They don't coordinate in anything. The way they reason is the way they will put it down. Our information minister posted a very beautiful clip on how you will become when you join their group, where that cat was cooking indomie and he was trying to flip it. Instead of it to flip back into the fry pan, it landed on its head. That is how you begin to reason when you join this group. You will not have brain again. Go to our information minister handle, you will see it. When you join them, you are useless. So ask them, what is the chain of authority? Trace it, you see that you will not find anything. Where does the authority to speak for Biafra come from? They don't have. You could see that you can trace our chain. Biafra Republic Government in Exile established the governing framework, which we are still working on it till today. And that framework is laid down by His Excellency, if you don't like it, transformer, Ogechukwu Nkere. It is documented, it is in the public domain. While the saboteur channel of authority goes to a phone call, it goes to a phone call, that's it, because they don't have office. So my people, Biafra freedom is not going to be won by the group that makes the most noise on social media. Can't you see? Have you people noticed another thing? Small time you see Ugo 419 hosting space. And I used to wonder, when did Ugo 419 speak English? So somebody has been contracted to be generating title for Ugo 419. Before he used to write, come mother sick die. You'll be seeing the title when he was with Ngozi. What does this mean? But now you will see organized title, and the latest one is about maintaining the legacy of Simon Ekpa. It is not Ugo 419 because it is an illiterate. Ugo 419 can never write such a title in their space. It is not possible. So they have outsourced that one. But ask yourself, for how long will it be sustainable? The answer is 0. So it's not going to be won by the people that is in the wrong room, gossiping, thinking of how to take us backward. These people are wicked. So you feel in your mind that you can take us 10,000 miles backward for us to go and start all over. Simon Ekpa will come out and start to host program, do exposition again, start to look for government. And you are very wicked. You are not even wishing him well. By that time, we will be in Biafra land. That is where we will be. A government in exile has legal standing to make those arguments for us. An organization can support if they want. So freedom fighting is a sustained work across all 3 levels. The governance, diplomacy, and the community that builds towards moment of recognition. So Saboteur Group is not a government in exile. It is a safe-style organization using government language and borrowed legitimacy. Everything about them is boro. Please, we need to educate Biafrans to know that they are not where they are supposed to be. They are in the wrong room, which has nothing to offer. So before we go and look at what they said in their program and what our lobbyists answered our Prime Minister, I've seen some hands that are up here. First of all, I'll give to David, please. David, are you there? King David. King David. Okay. Vincent. Vincent, are you there? Can anybody hear me?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, I can
Good
hear you.
evening. Good
Can you
evening,
hear me?
Tutor.
Okay, Vincent, please do your submission that I found the name
Alright,
because
is anybody hearing
yeah,
me?
please go ahead. Welcome.
Oh, thank you. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Is anybody speaking?
Vincent, please wait. Vincent, please wait. David has come, please. Just give him a few minutes, please. Please. Internet has been taking it. David, you have the mic, please.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, please. Welcome.
Okay, thank you so much. Our sister tutorial mistress. We so much appreciate you. You have done marvelously well. Your analysis is top notch, and we so much appreciate you. Thank you so much. Biafrans, greetings from here. I really appreciate every one of you who has been on this space. This space is very much educative, very much enlightening. So if you are in this space, please share this space because it is information packed. It is information packed. And the information that you are getting here is authentic and verifiable. Very, very important. You know, under Biafran Republic government in exile, we are not into propaganda. We give you the information and say go and verify and confirm by yourself. As a matter of fact, every action and activity of Biafran Republic government in exile under the leadership of His Excellency Honorable Ogechukwu NKERE, our Prime Minister, every information is verifiable. We have our website where you can go. Every information like our sister tutors have spoken here, you can go to the website and be able to verify it yourself. So this is not a propaganda platform where people can come and say anything and people just swallow it hook, line, and sinker. I really appreciate everybody. Greetings to the ministers in the house. Greetings to our leaders, both in detention and our leaders who have passed on to glory. And I appreciate every Biafran that is under the Biafran Republic government in exile. You see, one thing I just want to pinpoint here is that if you go to Job chapter 1, let me be a pastor now. I hope I'm coming out to us, please. Okay, if you go to Job, I know Onyenyere is here. Onyenyere can read. Even tutors, 30 is here as well. If you go to Job chapter 1 verse, I think from verse 6 or thereafter, he said that the sons of God, they came to present themselves before God. And guess who followed the sons of God to the presence of God? Satan, Satan himself as well. So what it means is that everywhere that you see the good people, you will always see bad people as well. Biafran Republic government in exile was formed so that it will form the basis. It will be a government that will represent the Biafran people in Washington, D.C., just like our first Prime Minister said about the government in exile. He said that government is undestructive. You cannot destroy it. There is nothing anybody can do to destroy it. So the reason why that government was formed, our Prime Minister made us to understand, because there is no way Washington, D.C., any government of the world can speak to you as a group. It does not happen. So that led to the formation of Biafran Republic government in exile, so that we can now speak with government on governmental basis. And to make it possible, the hiring of the lobbyist, the hiring of the attorney, to make it authentic and legit. And when that government was unveiled in 2023, and when Elias was unveiled to the Biafran people, just like our sister, the tutorial mistress, also played that clip here, everybody listened to how Jim Morale as well as Elias responded to their introduction to the Biafran people. From the perspective of Elias, from the perspective of Jim Morale, you will understand that this lobbying firm, they know their onions. They are not a quack lobbying firm, with the explanation that Elias gave and the promises that he made before the Biafran people, before the Prime Minister at that time, or Jim Mora, our Prime Minister, knew or knows that these people are equal to the task. And since they have been working for the Biafran government in exile, there have been a lot of positive results, because their engagement led, because it is the lobbyist and the attorney that arrange the meetings. In fact, Elias was that link that made it possible for the Biafran Republic government in exile to have meeting with the speaker, with every representative of American government that the government of Biafra able to discuss with. Today, first of all, the first meeting, to tell you how influential, how connected our lobbying firm is in Washington, D.C. You can remember during before the Trump campaign, you saw the video when the Prime Minister sent our then Finance Minister to the Trump campaign when they were having dinner. And our then Finance Minister was introduced to the people that were in that dinner. So it is very, very important that Biafran should understand the reason why Biafran government, BRGI, under Prime Minister Simon Ekpa then, was using our finance minister to represent the totality of the Biafran nation in Washington, D.C. Did you ask yourself about that? You did not ask yourself about that. You think he just came all of a sudden. Was it our finance minister or the prime minister now? Was it the person that is staying in Georgia in America? A psychiatric woman, is she not in America? There are other people that are still very much living in America. Then you ask yourself, why Ogechukwu Nkere, today's prime minister of the Biafran Republic government in exile? Why? Did you ask yourself that? Perhaps you don't know why. And you can never know why. Because it is the prime minister, then Mazi Simon Ekpanjok, the first prime minister, knows the level of involvement. He knows the capacity of Honorable Ogechukwu Nkere. He knows his what. He knows what he can do. He knows that Ogechukwu Nkere commands respect in Washington, D.C. He knows that Ogechukwu Nkere have the connection. He knows that Ogechukwu Nkere have a very big, part to play in the issue of Biafran Restoration Project in Washington, D.C. And that was why, first of all, he reposed so much trust in him and trusted him to be the finance minister then. In every government, finance is very, very key. Do you think you can give anybody a finance minister? It's not possible. So for the prime minister then, Mazi Simon Ekpanjok, to look at his excellency now, the prime minister Ogechukwu Nkere at that particular time, and gave him that position and reposed so much trust on him, is because he knows that he will deliver. And today, I can categorically tell you, he has been tested and he's trusted. And today, he is the prime minister of the Biafran Republic government in exile. Not by his own violation, but because the Biafran people elected him to that position. The position became very necessary because the prime minister then, Mazi Simon Ekpanjok, was arrested, was detained, and is incapacitated of performing his function, his duties as the prime minister of Biafra. And according to our bylaws and according to our charter, if you cannot function, it is the responsibility of the cabinet members to now come together and elect somebody who can and Biafrans for 50 cabinet members voted because they have seen work that our Prime Minister Ogechukwu Nkere is doing in Washington, D.C. And if you are a footballer, if you know about football, you can never change him. Chukwu Nkere, Oge Chukwu, God's time. As God came on the fora, and today what Biafran should be happy about, representation. Never seen before in the history. Wonderful Biafran brothers and sisters, are you one of those that when Christ or when the Son of God, are you among the sons of God that came to seek, or are you among the Satan children that also presented themselves in order to destroy or to know what the sons of God want to do? Are you among those who want to destroy what God have destined to be? What do you gain by trying to be a stumbling block on the wheel of the progress? Have we not suffered enough? Are you not aware of the sabotage of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Are you comfortable with that sabotage? Why is it that you people cannot stay one place and help your brothers in order for achievement to be completed? Why must we split? Why must you be antagonistic to the work that is in progress? Why must you be a backstabber? Why must you always be on the wrong side of history? Because Biafra Republic government in Ezra is the only government that is recognized in Washington, D.C. As I am speaking to you now, there is no other government in State Department that the American people know or the American government know that is representing the Biafran nation outside Biafran Republic government in Ezra. And there is no prime minister or no other representative that they know other than Ogechukwu Nkere, the prime minister at this particular time. So what is all this? What is all this sabotage about? No matter what you do, you are not going to succeed in your sabotage against Biafra. Our leader said it. Mazi Nnamdi KANU said it. A lot of people have tried, but have they succeeded? The answer is no. Then you ask yourself, in 2024, after the restoration of the redeclaration of Biafra, 97%, you know what it is to be 97% of the cabinet followed the psychiatric woman. The reason they followed me was that from the onset, they have been there with her, trying an opportunity for them to destroy the government of the prime minister, then Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoku. So when the time was ripe for them, after succeeding in leading prime minister to detention, when the time was ripe for them, what did they do? They struck, and 97% of the cabinet left the government. Only 3% was able to steer the ship up to this moment. Tell me any government that can survive 95% defection. Tell me. It is practically impossible. But in this Biafran Republic government in Ezra, 3%, only 3% was able to hold the ground. And today we have crowd. And today we can be able to hit our hands on our chest, pat ourselves on the back and say, yes, Chukwu Okike Abiama is indeed with Biafran Republic government in Ezra. So, no matter what you do, no matter what you write, no matter what you speak, no matter any memo that you send, no matter who you hire, in order to distract BRGIE, in order to, and to carry all manner of propaganda against us, in order to attack our Prime Minister, Ogechukwu Nkere, you are not going to succeed. You know why? Because Chukwu Okike Abiama is the owner of this agitation. Chukwu Okike Abiama is with Ogechukwu Nkere. God's time, Ogechukwu Nkere. Chukwu Okike Abiama is with him. And that is why he is always winning. At the end of this process, you will say, had I known. But you still have a chance. You still have a chance to fall back to this government, because Biafra is for each and every one of us. And it is a collective effort. Without you, Biafra will also come. But what we are saying, what we are trying to tell you is that what is the benefit of spending your money where there is no result that is coming? Where the Nigerian government are crying about the result that is coming from Washington, D.C., where the Nigerian government are paying millions and millions of dollars in order to stop the work that our lobbyists, our prime minister, are doing in Washington, D.C. You are spending your money for nothing, for people who want to just be there to make money for themselves, to carry out all manner of propaganda, to write all manner of memo. They want to discourage you. They want to lure you to their side so that they can take your money and give you one thing or the other to deceive you that something is being done. I want to ask you again, remember when Ngozi, the psychiatric woman, left Brigi, a lot of people followed her. Go and check the people that are with her today. Their eyes were opened and they knew that we are following the wrong side from day one. But why have they not come back? That ego, instead of them to come back and say sorry, they prefer to stay on the fence. They prefer to stay outside and continue to commit their evil schemes against our government rather than coming back to join and fund the liberation of their land. Biafra is for each and every one of us. So the earlier we all come together, support BRGIE, and get Biafra, the better for each and every one of us. If you continue to attack BRGIE, you are not going to stop Biafra from coming. Though it may tally, but it may surely come. That is a promise, but I want you to understand that everyone that have the other, your actions and inactions against Biafra must have a price tag. You must certainly reap the dividends of your atrocious acts against our government. So you have a time to make amends and come back and support Briggy. Very, very important. Tomorrow is our fundraising. Biafra cannot be gotten on a platter of gold. Even Ukraine, Russia are sourcing for funds to protect their land. You can imagine Biafra, that our resources are still under the control of the terrorist Nigerian state. So it is capital intensive for all the positive good result that is coming from Washington, D.C. The lobbyists, the attorney, you had the big portfolio. You had what our attorney, what our lobbyists, you have had their big portfolio, big qualification. It is not big for mouth. Confirmed and verified qualification. So you see that we are paying them, they are receiving. So your contribution in one way or the other will help in making sure that the expenses that goes with lobbying is also settled, while the Biafran Defense Forces are also in our land protecting it. So don't leave the funding of your liberation for only those in diaspora. You that is in the homeland, you are making millions and millions of naira, and you are in the ground zero. You are directly affected by the Nigerian terrorism. So why not donate to your liberation so that when you are liberated, you can enjoy the land that Chukwu Okike Abiama have blessed you alone, where you have 100% waiting for you at any amount of that you can support the government with. And when Biafra is fully restored, the Biafran government, will pay you 100% interest rate on that money. This loan is also for non-Biafrans as well. So everybody is free to embrace it. Very, very important. So thank you for us today. And today has been very, very exciting. And I know and I believe that those who are listening anonymously, they will be redeemed after tonight, because the angel of liberation will sanitize their mind and make them come back to BRGIE under the leadership of His Excellency Honorable Ogechukwu Nkere. Thank you, my sister. Greetings from here, all Biafrans who are supporting this liberation, and I will yield my mic for now.
I'm so glad that the internet allowed you to speak finally to the Biafran people. Professor David, you've been battling with this internet for a very long time. Thank you for that great submission. Biafrans, please, if you are just joining the space, kindly share the space. And our brother has given us his space donation. If you are here, kindly give me your space donation. Our brother Chinedum 5 Ejema have received the receipt. And our Mazi Elias has given his 3 Ejema. So please, this week donation is too poor. Shuhada, what is this? It's very, very poor. Mama Betty has sent her receipt 10,000 AJ. Please, my people, I will not be able to announce this kind of small money tomorrow. Mbao. Mba, this is not the way we've been doing. We've started very well. Please let us continue. We shouldn't stop halfway. Donate it and keep your receipt. So please support the space donation. Tomorrow is our fundraising. Thank you so much. We've been doing amazingly great all this while. Yeah, Victor, Vincent, are you there before our farm, and then we go to the last part because I need to deal with these people small. Vincent, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, welcome.
Am I being heard?
Yes, please.
Right, thank you. Greeting to all the real brigadiers in the house. Donald Trump today is God sent to the world. And that is why what all the leaders of US cannot do, he is doing it now. And every one of them, all the US, they are happy for him and they are supporting him because he is doing the right thing. Biafrans, what are you still waiting for? What our leader Onyemdu seek for, which is Ezai government, we have gotten that Ezai government. Aloy Ejimako, you that is going to pay him a visit, that is not telling him about that Ezai government, what is your gain? When our leader will surely come out. When he come out, he will still come to join this bridge. Will you say that you don't know about bridging when that time comes? All these his so-called lawyers, his so-called ex-lawyers. It is too bad. Do the right thing at the right time. If our leader Onyendu hear that we have gotten this Ezra government, he will be so happy and he will be so proud of us. He will know that yes, that the work is ongoing on his absence, because you can't continue to wait for him. If you are waiting for him until he come out, you don't know when he will come out. That is why you don't have to wait for him. And they told you that they have sentenced him. Okay, since they have sentenced him, that means you won't let Biafra just end like that. That is your plans, which cannot work because we have already have our government and we are moving forward. Because we keep moving forward. Our people say, Kaigawa nilonya na nazo, Kaigawa nilonya na nazo, Kaigawa nilonya na nazo, Ega nilo bondo. You keep moving forward because moving forward is life. Going back is death. Our brother David Nana have already said it. That's no government can ever speak with group. Government talks to government. You see Mazi Elias and our attorney accept to work with Biafra Republic government in Israel because it's a government and they know what they are doing. They are the real, they know everything about government. It is only fake attorney or fake lobbyists that can work with group. Anybody that does not know what he's doing, that is the only person that can go and work with group. Because when you are working with group, group is group, government is government. Just like this man, you see them that they employ the man. You see how the man is disgracing himself, telling you that they ask him a question, he say, hey, you don't even know that they should go and pray. Is it what they are employing to come and say? They employ him to just, is it not to work in order for Biafra to get recognition that they are doing? And the man say, I don't know, because he's a fake. He knows nothing about attorney. And any real attorney that know what he's doing cannot work with group. He will always work with government. And if you want to employ him, no matter any amount you want to give, he will ask you, which government are you operating with? When you say you don't have a government, even if you say you have a government, he will still ask you, who is your leader in that government? You must mention who is leading you before he will accept, because he know what he's doing. A good attorney don't work with a group that have no that did not work with a government that have no leadership. That is why you see even Iran, when they are killing them, they are still getting another leader. But based on Donald Trump know what he's doing, he makes sure he destroy all of them, because that is what he has come to do. And you that always speak in this very space that is not donating, what is your gain? You are coming to tell people donate, 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 and you are not donating. You are not doing, what is your gain? Always lead by example. At all, 9 worst. A little 1,000 AJ you give is something. One AJ you give is something. It will help so much. Let us all support our government. Because if you don't support this government, do you think that all those sabo will come and do the thing they need for you? They can't. Because all they are there is to make sure they destroy. That is why you see all the things that Ngozi Orabufulani has been doing. But Biafra is a spirit. And nobody, that name Biafra, that our God has given to us, nobody will take it away from us. It is a gift, and it is our own nation. And it will surely come to pass. Biafra will surely be recognized by country. Whether the Sabos, whether they like it or not, whether all those Efulefu that is occupying Biafra land, they like it or not, Biafra must be recognized. Because with God, all things are possible. You that is sabotaging, just like in this, ever since our sister opened this space, he has been telling you, share, share, share. Must they force you to share in the very space that you are resting in, even if you are the sabo? Didn't you want another person to come and join you and resting also? That they will be telling you to even share. Some of you that is here, you will just pretend that you are not hearing. Sharing is not, it is not that you are giving money now. When you can't even share, is it money that you can give? And you want Biafra. And you want everything to be moving as fast as possible. But doing the right thing, you are not doing.
Yeah, please, my brother, Vincent, please wrap up. It's 12 midnight here. I need to put.
Okay. Let me just use my mic from here. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much.
God bless you.
For that submission. I'm not sure we can continue. Honestly, I didn't even know time has flight like that. Our original COS is in the house. Hey, Afam, you wanted to say it. Okay, let me add extra 15 minutes. Welcome, our COS. Afam, quickly drop your own before we end, please. COS, welcome.
Oh, my dear, it's okay. Let me give our COS. I can go down. Don't worry. It's okay. I'll keep it for next time. Okay. Let him go. Thank you.
Okay, COS. Welcome, sir.
Yes, so good evening from here, and I believe it's evening on your end. I'm sorry, I didn't even know the mic came to me. I didn't know that I requested for the mic.
It's already Saturday morning.
Greetings, greetings everyone. Uh, all our senior citizens on the space. I just joined, so I really don't know what is been going on. But I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. I just wanted to remind us that tomorrow is our fundraising, and it is for the benefit of Biafra that each and every one of us should attend the fundraising. It's not just those that are here on the space regularly, but those that are listening to us. And of course, our website is open 24/7 for us to put an end to the benefits that the British government gains from our land. We must restore our land. We must restore our dignity as a people to be able to deny the oppressors from feeding fat on us. We must restore our homeland. Without restoring Biafra, they will continue to feed on us. They will continue to benefit whatever it is that they are benefiting already from the territory called Nigeria, and most especially our land. You know, I know that a lot of people have always pointed this out, but people don't understand. Most of what they have in the in Britain, London, all those places, you could have times 10 of that. And most of what built those places are from your land and other parts of Africa that the British government has pillaged. So, for us to create our own heaven on earth, like our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu always said, we must restore Biafra first of all. And for us to do that, all hands must be on deck financially. It's not just about saying it, it's not just speaking it, it's about being active, active donor in the government. I heard Mazi David, a little bit when I just joined. If you are thinking that there is anything, any other thing that is going to get you into Biafra besides Biafra Republic government in exile, you have to think again. You have to think again. Stop living the lie. Stop deceiving yourself. There is nothing else that is going to get us into Biafra safely besides Biafra Republic government in exile. It don't matter how anybody wants to do it. It don't matter how you want to think about it. You that is in Europe might probably be living in a country that got their independence using government in exile. So it's either you align yourself with our government in exile so that we can finish what our fathers started, or you sit on the fence and permit the killing of our people. Don't forget, people keep talking about benefiting, creation of Nigeria and all of that, what they gain from Nigeria going to school and all of that. You have gained nothing from Nigeria. You paid your school fees. If you're not connected, you have to bribe people, do this and do that to get a job. You have gained nothing from Nigeria. But the creation of the business known as Nigeria is solely for the benefit of the British government and their children and children's children. That creation of that territory is only for the benefit of the British government. Everything they have done is to benefit them and their children. Isn't it time people wise up, rise up, and end this intentional slavery that our people are now going through? Because at this point, you already know what to do, but not doing it is you remaining in it intentionally. Biafra is our only answer, and Brigi is the only vehicle. Thank you so much, Tutor. Thank you, Sister Betty, David, and Nana Asibunam Totiville, Solomon, Sister Eunice, Vincent, Uncle Ben Owabo. I greet each and every one of you and thank you for being here today. Dalo.
Dalo, serious. Our Prime Minister is coming. No sleep for me. He is coming. Afam, quickly drop your own so that Eunice will drop before Prime Minister entered. He's coming very soon. Yeah, it's all for Biafra, no problem.
Anyway, my COS, thank you and my love to you. My lecturer, true lecturer, not those that comes and claim what they are not. Respect to you and kudos to all the teaching that you're giving to us. Anyway, actually, all this analysis that you're making, bringing it out here, sorry, a call was interrupting me. All this analysis, these were the things that our PM, our first PM, have taught us here about government and SI. All these things, he has made it clear. The only thing different is
We can't hear you again. Okay. Ada Eunice, we can't hear him again. So grab the mic before Prime.
waiting for you to teach them. I keep asking questions. How can a grown-up man, you are putting your money somewhere and you cannot ask questions? You believe it, or maybe you want to believe they are deceiving you. What are they doing? The problem is not these people. It's those who goes to listen.
Okay, internet has disconnected him. Ada Eunice, are you there?
I'm here, my sister. I'm here. I'm in a very noisy place, but I think I'm coming out clear.
Yeah, you.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead, please.
Okay, thank you for giving me the mic. I will not be long, but I just wanted to. Why I raised my hand because I never wanted to speak because people have said a lot, and there's no need saying what people have said over and over. I want to appreciate you. Thank you very much, Dr. David. Thank you for your very good analysis and um, submission, and to everyone that have spoken. Thank you all very much. Why I picked the mic is because of my mommy Betty. Please don't hurt yourself over some idiots and failures. I picked the mic because I can see the anger in your voice. I can see that you are worried, but please, mommy, don't pay attention to fools. You understand? This is not the first nor second time we have seen fools like the one that has been dropping comments. I've not visited that woman's comment for the past 3 weeks, to tell you the truth, because I know that she's mentally unstable. She's a lunatic. Someone that came into BRGIE media, every time we are settling quarrels, every time it's between her and someone else. I don't want to mention her name. I know she wants me to mention her name, but God forbid that I mention her name. Since she carried her lunatic self out of BRGIE because she was never original. She was never genuine in the first place. Since she moved her lunatic and deranged self from BRGIE, she has always wanted us to mention her name, but to hell with her. We can never mention her name. We can never give her that relevance that she yearned for. We have seen the likes of her. She's not even anywhere close to Nelly or Febu or this what's her name? A lot of them that left. Sophia. So who is she? Let her carry herself and go back to Obi where she came from. We don't need her stupid and cursed money. So I just said, okay, let me just go to this woman's page because I've heard a couple persons lament about someone writing about hijacking. And I'm seeing idiots like Boniface saying that, oh, you have shot them, you have shot these people in the where it hurts them. They will send their back dogs. Who are the back dogs? Boniface, thunder fire you, shame on you. We don't back. We are not dogs. We don't back. We tell you the truth and where it will hurt you. So, my people, please, let's remain focused. People that are not genuine, they will come and they will go. That is the gospel truth. And this is what has happened to this lady. Ask this lunatic that is talking about Mazio Genkere hijacking, and hijacking. Ask her, what did she ask for? She asked for a position and no position was forthcoming. She was asking for a position that she never merited. I don't know where she wants to carry the position to. I called my brother David in now. What is this woman's problem? Let's find out. She every time why is she quarreling with everybody? Oh, she now said all the money that she has been. Please, are you hearing me? Am I still coming out, please? Please tell her that we don't have any position for her. She should get the fucking hell out of our space. She should go to where they will give her position that she wants. She said all the money she has been contributing, that is the money for free, that Ngozi Arabufulani and her group have been calling her for position, but she refused. BGC, HIV group have been calling, Chomo Command, Ojo, them have been calling her for position. She refused. Why can't it be RJ you give her position? Fuck you. We don't want you and your fucking stupid money. Please pardon my language. We don't want you. Since you left, we still have fundraising. And this idiot is talking about people coming to her comment section. Who the hell do you think you are? Who do you think you are? You did not, you even no one knows you. Nelly was there, she reigned, and people hailed her the most whatever woman on earth. And she's gone. So the same way you'll be gone and forgotten. Go back to where you're coming from. Your intentions, you did not carry out your intentions. That's why you're pained. Okay, NKERE hijack government. Thunder fire you there. My people, I beg. Let's continue.